Host to the stunning stone sculptures of the old Great Zimbabwe Kingdom, it is also home to one of the worst economies in the world, ranking 201st in GDP per capita in 2017, according to the CIA World Factbook. This economy was once home to one of the most productive agriculture sectors in Africa. But land management policies in the early 2000s have crippled the sector. Most of the land that was once productive plantations was given to the poor. This was beneficial for them, but they were not able to afford the equipment to maximize the efficiency of the land, and in turn this decreased the productivity of the agriculture sector. In the same span the agriculture sector declined, their industry sector has been severely limited by political corruption. When in office, President Robert Mugabe frequently overborrowed, leaving them $1.7 billion in debt to the World Bank. At this point, major financial institutions will not loan them any more money, and investors have been scared off by the debt, which leaves little to no money going into industry in Zimbabwe.
We are ZimbabWE Can. Our team was created in order to spur development in Zimbabwe with the hope of overcoming impediments. Our vision is to stabilize the economy of Zimbabwe for generations to come through the efforts of our organization to support local businesses that will better draw on the country's vast natural and human resources. ZimbabWE Can's mission is to utilize Zimbabwe's high literacy rate in lowering unemployment, creating jobs to better the living conditions, and developing economic infrastructure. ZimbabWE Can aims to provide the people the foundations needed to realize their potential in the private sector to allow for the stable growth of the economy without complete reliance on foreign investment.
We believe that the most effective way to provide a boost to the Zimbabwean economy in the short and long term is to invest in technical training as well as tech job opportunities. We believe that the tech sector is the best to invest in because of the opportunity for potential future sustained growth as opposed to agricultural, which can vary year by year. We plan to do this by providing microloans to small tech startups with organized goals as well as financial feasibility of their plan. Furthermore, we plan to monitor these businesses through an independent financial organization in order to monitor their status, assure that the money is being used in the most cost-effective manner possible, and to prevent corruption. We also plan to use a support system of individuals experienced in the field, as well as financial advisors who will assist in the everyday budgeting of the business. We plan to measure the success rate of the microloans by the percentage of the businesses that were able to pay back the loan in full. We believe that if the company is able to repay the entire microloan, that is a reliable indicator of how well the microloan system performed for these particular businesses. We believe that this microloan system, which will propel development in the technical sector, is the most effective way to improve Zimbabwe's economy in the long-term future.
Our second objective is to improve the quality of employment in the private sector. We will achieve this by maximizing on Zimbabwe's high literacy rate of 89% in their educated population, allowing the population to improve the employment rate in the economy. Our plan is to match educated and qualified workers with jobs that will utilize their skills. We will help employees adapt to the workforce through many training sessions. Modern technology and supplies and jobs may risk brain drain in Zimbabwe, but we plan to mitigate this risk by sending educated and qualified workers to newer technology businesses in the country. We believe with our plan and training, the overall economy will boost, indicated through Zimbabwe's GDP in the most populated cities. With this system, Zimbabwe's private sector's quality of employment will improve.
For our third objective, we will create and implement a financial literacy program in order to properly educate the labor force on how to plan, design, and budget money for the purpose of starting a business. We will implement these workshops in Harare and Bulawayo. After the program is completed, participants will be highly knowledgeable on the basics of financial literacy compared to those in less populated rural areas. Awareness of the program will increase when participants share their experiences with family and friends, and more people from outside of these cities will begin to attend. Some risks to this program include low enrollment due to low interest from individuals. To combat these risks, we will provide free startup classes to all people willing to join, along with hands-on activities during the workshop to engage students. Official classes will be provided at a low price. Our measuring stick for what we would like to accomplish is a passing rate of 75% on administered exams and an average grade of 80% in all classes.
For our project timeline, first we will provide locals with the opportunity to open new businesses, specifically in the capital, Harare. This is where the majority of the $1 million will go, allocating roughly $900,000 to 5 to 10 business partners located in the capital. We will be providing them with the ability to lease building space, buy capital, train employees, and hire advisors all within the first year. At the same time, we would be providing courses for people interested in financial education so that they can manage their businesses better and plan their family's futures out. This is where the $100,000 will go to the hiring of teachers and the renting of classrooms. Every 6 months, we will administer exams to monitor the progress of the students. Within the first year, we expect to have the businesses started as well as employees trained for the job with the education necessary for their own job and personal finance. We want employees employed by the businesses we partner with to have the option for their own financial education for free. In the several years, we expect to have these businesses be self-sufficient and have the ability to train their own workers in tech. And by the end of the 5th year, we expect all businesses founded to have returned 25% of the loan and to be a continuing operation. If at all possible, we would like to work with the International Youth Foundation located in Zimbabwe because they are training the youth in Zimbabwe with the skills needed to work in our companies.